Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. So, did someone just secretly leak the approval date for a Bitcoin Spot ETF? Or maybe many Bitcoin Spot ETFs? Well, let's discuss. And also, what's going on with Shib? Is Shiba Inu set to explode? Let's talk about this as well and other things that's going on in the world of crypto. So, let's do this. Welcome. And also, let's look at this. Bitcoin surpassed 30,000 this afternoon once again. Doesn't look like it wants to stop, though. It's at 29,864. Looks like it wants to trend up. Overall, the U.S. market today didn't do so well. So this is one of those days where decoupling is actually a good thing. Okay, so Bitcoin actually started rising. The rest of the U.S. market actually fell, right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Are we going to see Bitcoin above 30,000 tomorrow and trend upwards? Love to see it. But what prompted this? Well, a couple things. This morning, number one, Moody's cut ratings of U.S. banks this morning, and this actually sent Bitcoin upwards because whenever there's bank weakness, that means it's good for Bitcoin. Bitcoin has really, not heavily, but just started to solidify itself as an alternative to fiat, alternative to banks, right? So when this came out this morning, when there was more reports about bank weakness, it actually helped Bitcoin, right? It brought Bitcoin up. So that's actually absolutely fantastic. First time in history, in Bitcoin's history, where actually, where it's actually seen as a store of value, where it actually goes up when there's weakness of the banks. This is why Bitcoin is created, right? This is the first time in history that this has happened. So this is absolutely fantastic, okay? But outside of this, other things are happening, very exciting things. You have private equity giant, okay, Carlyle Group and its founder, David Rubenstein, now going all bullish on Bitcoin, okay? Now he's paying attention. As of the rest of Wall Street also, they're all paying attention. You know why? Because of Larry Fink and BlackRock. When BlackRock sets a sight on something, everyone is paying attention. So David is like, well, I should have bought it around $100 when I had a chance. But now everyone is watching because if BlackRock is involved, then of course we got to pay attention, right? That's basically what he's saying. If BlackRock is going to make a Bitcoin spot ETF, we and everyone else has to pay attention, right? So I can't imagine the FOMO once this actually does happen. Once we do get spot Bitcoin ETFs and BlackRock officially involved and others having their own Bitcoin spot ETF, how massive it's going to be, how much FOMO there will be from these guys, right? It's just going to be so massive. And here's the thing. Someone may have leaked the date already. So we know Cathie Wood is very bullish on Bitcoin overall, but also approval of multiple spot Bitcoin ETFs. I covered this morning, right? Mike Novogratz is also very bullish on Bitcoin and crypto overall, right? And it looks like he may have leaked this because Mike Novogratz, obviously, he hears a lot of things. He hears it from insiders and stuff, right? So he supposedly heard from Invesco and BlackRock. Look at this quote. It's a big deal because both are contacts from the Invesco side and BlackRock side. Gets you to think that this is a question of when, not if, right? And this is probably 6 months. So, actually, he goes on and says, kind of like your 4 to 6 months, right? So basically, he's hearing from the insiders who are probably hearing it from their discussions with the SEC, right, that we will get approval in 4 to 6 months, right? Which time frame? That's right around December to around February. And it makes sense because that's when the deadline of all these applications, that's when it's set to expire, right? And we may even get it beforehand, but that's what they're all thinking. So like the chance of this happening is really high. It's real. Unlike all the previous years, like back in 2017 when Gemini and others submitted, right, there was basically zero chance that they were going to get approved. But now there's a very, 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 very high chance, not only one, but multiple. And really because of BlackRock, everyone is just FOMOing in because of Larry Fink and BlackRock, and, it's going to happen. So leak date, 46 months, probably not this week, although the first deadline is actually this week for ARK Invest's ETF, right? I don't think it's going to get approved, but who knows? Maybe Gary shocks the world and says, okay, let's just give them what they want. Give the Bitcoiners what they want, right? Let's approve the very first Bitcoin Spot ETF. If that happens, it's just like, wow, it would be absolutely insane. The price action is going to be insane. I don't think it's going to happen, but who knows? Someone, though, is betting that something big is going to happen, okay? So Crypto Quant noticed that someone put in a very, very, very big and long position at 29,000. You could see how big it is. It's just like a giant, you could see it. You can see that giant candlestick, right, or the giant wick, right? So I don't know how big that position is. Let's see. Scrolling down here. Yeah, 616 million open. I don't know if it's that one single trade or cumulative. But anyways, someone took out a massive, massive long today, okay? In anticipation of something good happening, right? So is it because they're anticipating a spot Bitcoin to be improved this week? Or maybe we have some economic data, CPI reading on Thursday. I don't know. They're anticipating inflation is going to keep going down or something else. But that's just a massive, massive long that was opened. So what do they know that we don't know, right? I don't know. Or maybe they're setting themselves up for a major liquidation. But right now, I do know that Bitcoin is heading upwards, and that is fantastic. Fantastic. And we'll see where it is tomorrow when I stream, right? Outside of this massive long, what else is going on? Well, the other big news, I guess, of the day is meme coin Shiba Inu, which is up 8% today. Climbing the ladder, up about 15% this week, and overall up about 25% for last month, which isn't too shabby. Just trails XRP. But why is Shib going up? Okay, well, because Shibarium is coming. Okay, Shibarium validators are going live. The testnet has been stopped. This has been hyped up for many, many, many years. And in fact, next week, this will go live. Shitoshi Kusama, okay, who is kind of like the current lead developer, already said he's going to make an appearance in Toronto next week and announce this. So many, many, many people are very bullish on this, right? Shibarium, which is a layer 2. Layer 2 for all these new dApps to come aboard. Okay, so now they don't have to worry about high gas fees or congestion because Shib is utilizing Ethereum, right? But now they have their own L2, and who knows? And then also Bone is going to be the gas token for Shibarium. So a lot of people are also looking into Bone as well. And recently, Shib and Bone has some some ties with Binance too. So that's the reason why Shiba has been doing well. Are they set to explode? I don't know. Maybe something else is going to be announced next week. But there's a lot of people eyeing this. A lot of people buying right now, right? Whales are accumulating trillions of Shib. And just for kicks, I saw this. I was going to do this anyways, but I saw someone did it already. People have asked Bard, Google's AI system, how high will Shib go? And according to them, or not them, according to the AI, the best guess is about 66% higher from today's price by the end of 2023. If it's just a moderate increase, about 33% higher. Now, I don't know if Bard knows how significant Shibarium is, so it's probably not taking that into account, but still, it's thinking that Shib is going to go higher, right? So we'll see what happens with Shiba Inu. Okay, outside of Shib, just a few other little news. This morning, someone asked me about, well, what about all these other tokens that's deemed securities? Well, Bitstamp, which is one of the older exchanges, I don't know a lot of people that actually use Bitstamp, but they are suspending trading of all these major altcoins because they were deemed securities by the SEC. I don't know why they need to do it. I guess they just don't want to be sued at this point, or maybe they got a threatening letter, a Wells notice. But they're delisting Axie, Chili, Decentraland, Polygon, Near, Sandbox, Solana from their platform, okay? But, again, after the XRP ruling, they should feel a little bit better. And I doubt the SEC's go after them, considering they're going after Coinbase and Binance right now. So, I don't know. They caved. Binance is going to offer services in El Salvador. Well, that's no surprise. El Salvador is so pro-crypto, or I should say pro-Bitcoin, but still no surprise. And lastly, I saw this, Hedera Network. I don't hear much about Hedera, but Hyundai and Kia, they're going to build some kind of emission monitoring system. That's going to be on Hedera's network. That's good. You hear a lot about manufacturers trying to get in, right? Storing ECU data or emission data or service history, utilizing a blockchain. All fantastic stuff. So there's that. All right, that is pretty much it. Let's do some Q&A. Jeremy says, Shib Metaverse is completed and Shib Swap 2.0. Well, once Shibarium goes live, I love to see a lot of dApps come aboard, for sure. It's been hyped up a lot. I'm sure there'll be meme coins also being launched at Shibarium, right? Shiba has been hyping up, or the developers have been hyping up a lot of stuff. So let's see if they all launch soon. Hey, I noticed Solana is also actually doing pretty good today, up 6%. That's not bad. XRP up 4% today. That's not bad, right? Today overall is a pretty good day, led, of course, by Bitcoin. Let's see if I missed anything. Well, I talked about ETH Toronto. I was just actually looking it up because that's where Satoshi Kusama is going to announce the Shibarium launch. I don't know how many of you guys are going to ETH Toronto. I didn't even think about it until now. It's next week. I like Toronto. I love their food. They have a lot of Asian food there, so maybe I should take a quick trip. I don't know how many of you guys will be there. What When will there be a Cardano ETF? Probably in a long time. Long time. Ethereum ETFs first. $3,700 registered dApp makers. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. I live in Gary Gusler. I live in Toronto. It's nothing special. I like the food. I've been there a couple times. I like the food. What are the odds of a Doge X integration? Bron, your guess is as good as mine. I'm thinking it's high, but it's not high up on the list of things to be worked on or to be fixed. Okay. Elon brought a new CEO. I don't think that CEO really cares about crypto or Doge at this point. So it may be a while. Maybe a while. Brianna's asking, what is my favorite L1 or L2? I still love Polygon. Okay, this is outside of Ethereum. Because Ethereum is the big daddy. It's kind of like when people ask me, what's your favorite crypto? Of course, I don't even have to say Bitcoin. It's just, it is. Same thing with Ethereum. But I know most of you guys are asking about like what's outside Ethereum. I love Polygon. I think they're absolutely huge. And I think they're going to do great things, right? But you also can't ignore the L2s like Arbitrum. Arbitrum is absolutely killing it. In fact, I got some insider knowledge, okay, from Polygon and their team. Basically, they're kind of scared of Arbitrum, which is why they're making the moves that they are coming out with Polygon 2. But who knows? Maybe Shibarium's L2 is going to be dominant and take over. I don't know. But there's a lot of great projects out there. You know, the space, the room is definitely big enough for everyone. So it's not just going to be like one taking over, okay? There's plenty of room. And I love a lot of these. I like Cosmos, which is a layer 0. I also like Avalanche, which is also a L1 or layer 0, kind of. It's kind of like in between. There's a lot that I like. I didn't even check Bone. I'm wondering if Bone is going up. Everyone concentrates on Shib. To be honest, I never look at Bone. But yeah, like Bone is not doing much right now. Over the past week, network error. Can't search up Bone data. Yeah, it hasn't really moved. No one really pays attention to Bone. Could be a good play if it's going to be the gas fee of Shibarium. But everyone's just concentrating on Shib at this point. Do you plan on selling most of your link at peak of this bull run? You know what? I'm going to stick with my rule. Okay? I don't think we know exactly where peak is. We can make a good educated guess. It'll probably be at the end of 2025. But, you know, who knows if it's later or sooner. But I think keeping the rule of having enough cash, like this 25, 30, 35% cash, I think as long as you have that, you'll be okay. Okay? Because as your portfolio gets bigger in the bull run, you're taking that cash out, and that cash will grow significantly. As your portfolio grows and you keep selling, you keep adding to that cash pile, right? So even when it comes down, you'll be okay. You could use that cash pile to last and DCA for a long time, right? So I think I'm just going to stick with that. I don't know. Maybe I could get a little more conservative. Maybe this time around, I'll make sure that cash pile is like 50%, you know, but I'm certainly not going to be the type to say, okay, I'm going to try to time in and just get out completely. I'm not going to be doing that. Teresa, lunch break. I'm glad you're able to chime in on your lunch break. Thank you. Thoughts on Beep? Teams grinding content out. I don't know what Beep is. I have no idea what Beep is. Yeah, never heard of it. So I'm going to skip it for now. When is the new show coming out? Very, very soon. The next Crypto Gem, the show that I filmed back in, I forgot when, March or April or maybe May, you know, it's done, ready to go. I'll be launching worldwide. I forgot, 150 countries. I mean, you'll be able to watch it everywhere. That's coming up next month. Exactly about 1 month from now. It's going to be absolutely big. It's going to be huge. You guys will enjoy it. It's going to be the first of its kind. What does it mean when you say we're all George? It just means we're all George. We have the same focus, same thought. We stand together through thick and thin, right? So whenever there's fear and FUD, we stand together and we ignore it, right? So that's the whole thing about that. Lazaro, thank you. Do XRP. To what? To XRP. Walter. XRP is doing good today, but I'd like to see them get back above 70 cents. They were holding pretty strong above 70 cents. Overall, last month, still up about 38%. But, you know, things trended down a little bit when Bitcoin slid below 29. Let's see if it could build upon this momentum. Someone put a huge long position, right? And several other things are coming up later this week. But overall, things are looking very, very good. We're definitely on track. Fundamentals have never been better. Technicals have never looked better. And metrics have never looked better, right? Good things are coming. That's why I keep telling you guys. Sometimes it's boring. It's stagnant. Doesn't move. But what I'm here to do is keep you guys focused and stay in the game. Shout out from Indonesia. Welcome. Welcome. Thoughts on buy Komi? Buy Komi. They're down. I've never heard of them, so I have no thoughts. RSR. Reserve something. I have heard of them before. Reserve rights. I'm not a fan. It's like a stable coin that tracks like 5 different stable coins or something like that. It's some kind of unique stable coin. Not a fan. Not a fan. Greater returns in a bull run, ETH or ADA? That's a good question. I think ETH is going to have a tremendous run. I think its upside is huge, but because of the market cap, ADA may have a greater run in this bull run. I mean, come on, ADA is only at 10 billion. ETH is at 223 billion. So Cardano could have the greater upside or the greater gain percentage. Let's put it that way. Any crazy stories at your Vegas meetup? No, I'm still compiling a video. Nothing crazy. I had some fun with friends. I brought a lot of friends with me. We had a lot of, fun at night. But overall, The meetup was great. A lot of people showed up, around 200 people. The venue was awesome, rooftop in Mandalay Bay. We had the fight going. There was a big boxing match. People were watching that. A lot of networking, great food, great drinks. Overall, it went really well. So next up, co-hosting Cypherpunk. So that's next up in Fort Lauderdale. Still kind of planning, trying to get projects and people to go there. A lot of you guys are in Miami, so hopefully you guys can show up. I may do other meetups in between, but I'm still trying to plan WAG 2024. That's going to be big. That's going to be big. But I think that may be in Tennessee next year. Do I like Austin Reeves? I like Austin Reeves. He's a showboat when he needs to be, but he's a stone cold killer. Like many people, everyone in NBA could play, okay? But not everyone can shine in the spotlight when it truly matters. When it's down to 2 minutes and you need to make a big bucket, 99% of the people in NBA, they can't handle that. Austin Reeves seems like he can. He has that killer instinct in him. So much so that LeBron even, just like stepped aside and said, hey, Austin, you go get your bucket, right? Like he was a great pickup, and I'm glad they kept him. Lakers kept him. I think this year he's going to have a much bigger role than last year. I know he's playing the Olympics right now. Not the Olympics, whatever world games that they're doing right now. The leak date, okay, according to, if you're coming late, the leak date is 46 months. From Invesco and BlackRock, insiders are saying about 4 to 6 months. So get ready for a spot Bitcoin ETF sometime in December or January or February, which is not too far off. This is coming from the insiders, not just analysts guessing. So, pretty big. CH, you met me in Miami? Wow, awesome. I'm hoping to meet you in WAG. WAG, what I'm trying to do is, in case you're wondering what WAG is We Are All George. And I have a nifty website. I got to update this, but obviously I already had a VIP party. Cypherpunk is next, right? That's September, end of September. And WAG, that date's going to probably change. I'm probably going to piggyback off of Bitcoin 2024 and have it in July in Nashville, right? So that way it makes it easier to draw people in. I'm hearing all the venues are like booked out. So what I'm trying to do is something really cool, but it's probably too costly, but I'm going to ask anyways. I'm going to try to see how much it is to book their football stadium, the Nissan Stadium, where the Titans play. That would be insane. I'll steal a page from Gary Vee's playbook where he books, football stadiums for his VCon conferences. If I can make that happen and make it within budget, that would be absolutely huge. So secretly, that's what I'm trying to work out. But if that can't happen, then it'll be at some other place over there. But in the meantime, concentrate on this, guys. So Cypherpunk co-hosting with Flux, good guys, good technology. Going to see who can we draw in there. A lot of great projects I think will show up, and we're gonna have a good time there in Florida too. Just write it off as a business expense. Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. But still, if it's going to cost like $500,000 to rent out a stadium for 2 days, that's probably not worth it because I'm probably not going to get it back. But if it's like $100,000 per day, maybe 2 days, $200,000, you know, with sponsorships and tickets, I think I can make that back and at least try to break even. I don't know how much it costs to try to rent a football stadium. I mean, that's just insane. But I'm going to try to make it happen. Once I get my video done and some pics, I'm going to link it here so you guys could take a look. I'm trying to create like a very professional video. Although we had some technical difficulties and a lot of the videos got lost for some reason. So, but yeah, let's try to still make something happen. Yeah. All right, I guess let's call it a night. Overall, today's a pretty good day. Pretty good day. Kickstarted by this. Whenever there's bank fear, yeah, it actually helps prop everything up. But you got more and more institutions, giants that wants to FOMO into Bitcoin, right? We got some insider dates. And also we got Shib. A lot of people really love Shib. And soon they're not going to be a meme coin anymore. They will be a legit L2 building dApps. And it's going to be very, very, very different. All right, guys. Smash on the like, subscribe to the channel. Norman, thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.